What's the divisional strength?
Why should I tell you? You'll kill me anyway.
It's a game of position, Colonel, and you've already lost. Do you need to condemn 50,000 men as well?
They'll be your men, American, not mine.
They're not my men, Colonel, and they're not yours either. They're just men, husbands, fathers, sons. Same as you and I. Do they need to die for our mistakes?
We have 8-to-1 force ratios against your 2nd Infantry Division in armor, artillery, and infantry down the length of the approach.
8-to-1?
You cannot win. Quezon Munsan will be the breach point, and Seoul will fall inside of 72 hours. Fit to serve, fit to rest.
Good Lord, Fisher. Those numbers triple our best estimates.
Damn. I know a lot of guys in 2ID, Lambert.
They're good men, but I hope their life insurance policies are up to date.
I saw something there. What the hell was that?
Terminal guide. Here's N-Gage. Check. Image correlator. Check. Assembly mapper. Check. Target.
What was that?
Good job, Sam. From the parts and transport requests, it looks like this facility is significantly more important than our latest estimates.
Well, you know me. Always where the action is.
Alright, that opened the casing. You can access the motherboard on the launcher itself and recover any routing data from the BIOS. Good work, Sam. I'm scanning the BIOS now. Yeah, that's a Dvorak fingerprint.
Where did it come from? Hokkaido? The displaced officers?
Seoul.
What? As in South Korea? Are you telling me the U.S. just got drawn into a war protecting the people that sank the Walsh?
I can't trace it back farther than Seoul.
Well, what do I do?
Sweet Jesus, Fisher. The NKA just committed. They're coming across the DMZ. We're at war.
Why? We just found proof they didn't launch the missile.
Good Lord, speaking of missile launches, that battery just lit up like a smoker getting off an airplane.
They're not targeting our ships, are they?
Active radar is up. It looks like a launch is imminent. Fisher, you need to abort that missile.
You got it, boss.
I see what you're thinking, Fisher.
If they're just going to throw protocol to the wind and leave the warhead case unlocked,
Even detonating them won't destroy the battery.
no, but it will make an awful big mess.
Black hell! You're too late.
The warhead won't arm until it's a few hundred meters from its target. If I can dig up the abort codes,
Good thinking. Check launch control directly under the platform.
I'm on my way.
Make it fast, Fisher. Flight time on that missile is 3 minutes.
And targeting computer showing all greens.
Check.
Fire circuit shows green.
Check.
Mode lock circuit shows green.
Check.
Primary target tracking readback start.
Ready for readback.
Primary target carrier bearing 218. Range 120 kilometers.
Your readback.
What was that sound? Good work, Sam. Those are the abort codes.
I still need to bypass the override circuit from the missile control room.
Hurry. The missile is closing on the USS Ronald Reagan at top speed.
Hold on. Did you just tell me I need to win one for the Gipper?
Dude, what does that even mean?
Never mind. You're right, Grim. I am old.
Good job, Sam. Missile aborted.
That's it? It's dust?
No, but the warhead can't arm. Even if it gets past the Reagan's phalanx, it'll hit the hull and crumple like a beer can.
Crumpling beer cans. That's what sailors are best at, I guess.
Very funny. You need to make your way to extraction.
Right. I'm on my way.
Initial estimates place the combined casualty count for the first 24 hours at, oh my God, 6,000? Is this a typo?
90% or more of those are enemy casualties. Estimates put our losses at less than 1,000 men.
Less than 1,000? You say that like it's a good thing.
Sir, it's paranoia. Our saber rattling has their leadership in a panic. It's a preemptive strike. Our own intelligence indicates that they didn't launch that missile intentionally. And until we can prove it, Seoul is on the block.
What are our military options for holding the city?
No reasonable strategic assessment has ever claimed it was possible without nuclear capability. And if that's the way it has to be...
38 hours ago, the NKA committed to open war on the Korean Peninsula. We've known for 50 years that their objective would be to capture Seoul within 72 hours. It appears they have a real shot at it. South Korean and U.S. forces are using orchestrated retrogrades to channel individual NKA divisions along discrete corridors. 6 hours ago, the first of those divisions reached Seoul and is seeking to capture critical infrastructure. High on their list is a telecommunications switching station north of the city. Unfortunately, the IW attack that sank the Walsh came through this switching station. If the NKA gets their hands on that information, they'll be able to justify their invasion and possibly force the world to allow them to hold the country. We need to get that information before they do.
The information warfare attacks that launched the missile that sank the Walsh came through Seoul. I wasn't able to trace them back any further than the switching station, and I don't even know for sure that they didn't originate there. It's entirely possible that South Korea has manipulated us into war by forcing the North to attack the U.S. I would just try and hack my way in, but this is a fat secure data pipe, and damage caused by the fighting has already isolated most of the entry ports. You need to get in there and recover the data manually, then broadcast it out point to point so we can take a closer look.
CIA maintains several safe houses in Seoul to facilitate insertion of agents and recovery of possible defectors. Usually, they're set up to look like ordinary residences. I'm currently working out a plan to have you forward inserted into one of these safe houses before 2ID performs another major retrograde. Once you're in, our boys will retreat, and the NKA front will overrun and bypass your location, leaving you in the wake of the main force, but still in advance of the support troops. You'll have a small zone of comfort, and I would strongly advise you not to stray from your AO. You don't want to encounter a battalion-sized force.
The USS Ronald Reagan is ready to launch an EA-6B Prowler rigged with a point-to-point laser receiver rig. Your man will be given a special transmitter that will track the plane and transmit the data. This comm setup is 100% secure. Nothing is broadcast, so nothing can be intercepted. Never mind decrypted. Once your man is in position, we'll send in the plane and get the data. But this is still a highly risky operation. Whatever you're promising me better be worth it. These planes are worth $60 million, you know.
Welcome to the three-block war, Fisher. The main advance has bypassed your position, but expect sporadic fighting among units separated from the main force.
Whose side am I on here?
Your own. You're not a legal combatant. Anyone who sees you will attack on sight, friend or foe.
Listen, there aren't any alarms to worry about, but anyone you encounter will probably already be alert.
I'll be careful.
Fisher, critical update. I have other assets on the ground not far from your position.
Another Splinter cell?
Splinter cells in training on a black bag item. The target was just relocated by NKA Special Forces.
So I need to bring in the target.
No. You need to interrogate one of those special forces to find out where they took you.
Okay.
Don't kill them before you talk to them or I'll pull you out.
Here. That puts us in... I know where we are! I was looking at the map while you were driving. Well, You were not looking very closely, were you? Look!
Stay quiet and you might live. Shut up. Lambert, I've got one.
Good job, Fisher. I'm gonna patch you through the wreck. Hold on.
Stay calm. This will just take a sec.
Okay.
All right, Fisher. Go ahead.
I've got someone who wants to talk to you.
Roger. Ask him where they took John.
Where did you take John?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's not answering. Should I kill him?
Negative, negative.
All right. They say I should kill you, so...
Wait, okay. John, we moved him to a cyber cafe just off the fish market by the river.
Is that what you needed to know, guys?
Affirmative. Thanks a lot, sir. We owe you one.
Welcome to the team.
No, what the...
You want to tell me what's going on, Lambert?
Sorry, Fisher, but you're getting too old for this kind of work.
Stop listening to Grim. If you go by her definition of old, you'd need to issue diapers with every set of goggles.
If I listen to you much longer, it'll be adult undergarments.
That was cruel.
No, what are you going to do? No, what are you going to do?
Good thinking, Fisher. Shut down those propaganda broadcasts, and our boys will be in better spirits.
Our boys.
Sam, a Predator drone just spotted a mobile command center in the area up ahead. See if you can tap it for intelligence.
You don't want me to take it out?
No, we could have done that with a Predator.
What is the problem? Well, don't worry. Won't we be a giant flashing light on someone's scope? We start the tests.
The Americans know where we are. If they haven't bombed us already, either we won this war or they have left us alive. I'm going to start the test.
What's with the truck?
Oh, damn! It's a mobile command center for battlefield management.
It's tied into the N-Gage central networks.
Yeah.
I bet a curious guy could get a lot of useful intelligence out of this.